The following content has been generated with artificial intelligence under minimal human supervision. The data presented may contain errors or inaccuracies. The opinions expressed in this content do not necessarily reflect the vision, position, or values of AGI. We recommend verifying critical information with additional sources before making decisions based on this content.
Welcome to Digital Tech News. Today is Sunday, March 29th, 2026. I'm Kylie Brooks, and this is where technology becomes clear and engaging. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang declares that artificial general intelligence has arrived, sparking debate across the tech industry about what AGI really means. Elon Musk's AI startup xAI loses its final two co-founders as the company undergoes a complete rebuild under SpaceX ownership. Microsoft's massive $146 billion investment in artificial intelligence is raising investor concerns about returns and could lead to the company's worst quarter since 2008. Meta lays off 700 workers across multiple divisions as the company pivots aggressively from metaverse projects to artificial intelligence. Frustrated by a deadlocked Congress, states are taking AI regulation into their own hands while the Trump administration pushes for a unified federal framework. In a surprising shift from his 2024 prediction that AGI would arrive around 2029, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang now says the milestone has been reached. Speaking on the Lex Fridman podcast on March 23rd, Huang stated, "I think it's now. I think we've achieved AGI." But here's the thing, his definition focuses on what he calls agentic AI, systems capable of executing complex workflows, writing code, and operating business functions with limited supervision. This is different from the broader definition many researchers use, which requires human-level reasoning across all domains. Huang acknowledges limitations remain, including long-term stability and reliable autonomy in high-stakes areas like finance and compliance. This declaration follows NVIDIA's GTC 2026 conference, where Huang positioned AI as a new industrial layer with his company at the foundation. He announced the Vera Rubin GPU coming in 2027, the Kyber rack architecture with 144 GPUs per tray, and a $20 billion acquisition of Grok. NVIDIA's market cap now exceeds $3 trillion with a $1 trillion AI infrastructure backlog through 2027. Elon Musk's AI venture xAI has lost its final two co-founders, Manuel Kreuss and Ross Nordin, according to reports from Business Insider. Earlier this month, it appeared that only these two remained from the original 11 co-founders. Kreuss, who led the company's pre-training team, and Nordin, described as Musk's right-hand operator, both reported directly to him. This comes as Musk admits xAI was not built right the first time around and is now being rebuilt from the foundations up. The company was recently acquired by SpaceX, bringing SpaceX, xAI, and X under one corporate umbrella. This consolidation is happening as SpaceX is reportedly planning to go public. Nordin had previously worked at Tesla and was involved in planning major layoffs at Twitter after Musk's 2022 acquisition. Microsoft's aggressive push into artificial intelligence is making investors nervous. The company has spent $146 billion on AI since its first OpenAI investment in 2019, but returns are falling short of expectations. A Bloomberg report suggests this could lead to Microsoft's worst quarter since the 2008 financial crisis. Investors worry that AI startups like OpenAI and Anthropic are building agents that could eventually replace Microsoft's own productivity suites. As Jonathan Kofsky of Jonas Henderson put it, rather than paying Microsoft, more customers may choose to go directly to AI vendors. CEO Satya Nadella defends the spending, noting that Copilot's daily user base has grown nearly 3 times year over year. However, only 3.3% of Microsoft 365 users who interact with Copilot actually pay for it. Despite these concerns, some analysts remain optimistic. Jake Seltz of Allspring Global Investments believes the stock has long-term value and that Microsoft's AI strategy will ultimately be vindicated. Microsoft is now re-evaluating its approach, including reducing Copilot integrations in Windows 11 applications like Notepad and Paint. Meta is making major moves in its pivot from the metaverse to artificial intelligence. The company has laid off approximately 700 workers across core social media operations, recruiting, sales, and the Reality Labs division. This restructuring aims to redirect resources toward the costly AI arms race. Meta's expenses for 2026 are forecasted between $162 billion and $169 billion, reflecting massive investments in AI infrastructure. CEO Mark Zuckerberg says AI tools will enable smaller teams to perform work previously requiring larger groups. This shift comes after Reality Labs accumulated over $80 billion in costs since its inception and already faced a reduction of 1,000 jobs in January. In a stark contrast to the layoffs, Meta announced a stock options plan for high-ranking executives potentially worth up to $921 million each if the company reaches a $9 trillion market valuation by 2031. The company has also invested $14.3 billion in Scale AI and acquired startups like Maltbook and Manus AI. However, Meta's AI development has hit setbacks, with the codenamed Avocado AI model failing internal benchmarks and being delayed. While Congress remains deadlocked on AI legislation, states are taking matters into their own hands. Dozens of state laws are being passed regulating artificial intelligence, focusing on child safety, transparency from tech companies, and whistleblower protections. The Trump administration, including AI and crypto Cesar David Sachs and Michael Kratsios from the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, is pushing for a national framework to avoid what they call a patchwork of state laws. They argue this burdens innovation and only Congress can provide certainty. The White House has released a regulatory framework it wants Congress to enact, outlining principles like protecting children and consumers from rising data center costs. The administration has even intervened in specific cases, such as opposing a Utah bill that would have required more transparency from tech companies. Republican state lawmakers like Tracy Pennycuick of Pennsylvania are proceeding anyway, sponsoring the Safe Chat Act requiring AI companies to include safeguards in chatbots. Polling from Vanderbilt University indicates more Republicans than Democrats actually favor AI regulation. Meanwhile, Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee is working on the Trump America AI Act to expand the White House framework. We will continue to follow these developments as the AI landscape evolves rapidly. From NVIDIA's bold AGI claims to the ongoing restructuring across major tech companies, the industry is in a period of significant transformation. Stay tuned for more updates as they develop. Thank you for staying informed with DigiAll Tech News. We'll be back with more updates as they develop.